Do 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 do. Ba 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 boodly dee. Ba 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 bee. Really wish I could put the stream in AFK mode until I'm actually ready to stream. But sadly I am on PlayStation and so I don't get that privilege. Whatever. If anybody's in here waiting to see Kazan, I apologize. I will need just a few more moments. I was not 100% ready for this yet, so apologies for the inconvenience. How are you doing today, everybody? Boop. Do-do-do-do. Boopy doopy. Boopy boopy boop. Well, I think of it this way, with the dead air right now, at least YouTube has a place to squeeze in one of their dead air ads that they like to do, so. Okay. Excuse me. Hello everybody and welcome to First Berserker Kazan. In the 89th year of the Pelos Empire, the Emperor sentenced Great General Kazan and Ozma to the gravest punishment possible for crimes against the Empire. Convicted of treason, Kazan endured merciless torture, culminating into the severing of the tendons in both his arms and his exile. I will have a comment about the first Berserker after we're done with this opening cutscene. Because, spoiler alert, I have played a little bit of this. Y'all are about to hear a can pop, sorry. Well, that's good and all.
You think he's a traitor? Shh, quiet with that kind of talk.
Well, that's not very good. Look out down below. The part I hate most about that cutscene is that the horses get hit too. Those poor little horsies. And that's how Kazan got possessed by a parasite.
A body
No, I am.
What?
It's just Elden Ring. To do one of the builds in Elden Ring requires a lot of setup, and so I need more than a couple hours to do one of those runs. With Kazan, I can kind of just play for a little bit and then decide on a good stopping point from there.
Surrender to us now. You hear us. Join us. Or get out.
Pretty fucking rude of you, dude, to possess someone's body and then demand that they get out if they don't want to be possessed by you.
No. Stop.
It was basically between Kazan, AI Limit, and Elden Ring, and one of my friends suggested doing Kazan because I've done a lot of Elden Ring runs, and so I'm mainly just streaming it because she suggested it. Because like I said, after this like beginning cutscene stuff is over, I have a few comments about this game.
Your body is fully healed. The power of death cannot claim you now. Do you feel it? The energy of the netherworld. That is what flows through you. Now, join with us.
I'm a fan of action RPGs in general, but the problem is that a lot of the RPGs that exist and the action RPGs that exist now, they're all this like Souls-like vein, where it's like they all have to play like a Dark Souls game now, and it's kind of where I have a little bit of contention towards this game. Is that when you have a game like Elden Ring, for example, or Dark Souls 3 for that matter, because they're made by From Software, I go into the game and I fully expect to be playing a Souls-like, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But what I don't like is when I see all these clips and trailers and play these demos for these new upcoming games, and they all look super fun and like stylized and creative, and then I get into them and I play them, and it's just another Souls game. And I understand that that's kind of how gaming trends tend to work, but I guess for me, I'm kind of tired of this format. Like, I'm okay with the Souls format when it's like it can feel like a dance between you and the enemy you're fighting. Like, if I'm fighting a boss and like they're hitting a 72 hit combo, and in between the 72 hit combo I can sprinkle in an attack or some kind of like buff or something here and there in between the combo, then it feels like a dance and it feels like a pretty steady flow between me and the opponent. But a lot of these games, like, it's so hard to explain it without like actually getting into it, but essentially I'm just kind of tired of this format of the boss gets to do 72 hits and then I have to stand there and patiently wait for them to stop doing the 72 hits so that I can do one attack. And then after that one attack is over, I now have to sit here for another 72 hit combo before I'm allowed to have my turn again. And it's like in a game like this, where it's stylized and... Oh, I didn't know it was a grab, god damn it. Where it's stylized and it feels like there's like a lot of like creativity in the art style, for example. It's kind of lame that like I can watch... Hold on a second, sorry, I need a little bit of focus for this guy. Give me just a second to take this guy out. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. So, it's like when a boss... Like something like that fight right there, like that was a decent dance. Like that's not me waiting for him to finish his big aggressive move. I can parry him every time he does an attack, and that's like, I like that. But there's a lot of fights in this game where it really does just boil down to a boss is doing like a 72 hit uninterruptible combo, and then if I try to get like one attack in there at all, like to try to keep pressure on the stamina bar, then I'm gonna eat like a whole fucking combo. And it's like, I don't necessarily have an issue with that. I just... I want to dance. I don't want to wait. I don't want to... I'm not playing a turn-based game. I'm playing an action game. So still having to wait for quote-unquote my turn is just not as fun as it used to be. Because it's like, for example, if I'm playing Final Fantasy, then I fully expect to be waiting for my turn, because that's a turn-based game. Or like Pokemon even, that's a turn-based game. But when you're playing an action RPG, like usually the whole reason you're playing one is because you want the action. You want to feel like your inputs mean something. Like like there's a fight happening. And I realize that in a game like this, that particular problem I'm having is more my own fault versus the game's fault, because I've seen a lot of videos of people fighting the bosses in this game, and when you get the timing down and you understand the boss that you're fighting, then yeah, you can be doing like a shit ton of really cool flashy deflects and stuff, but I like to play aggressive when I play games like this. I don't like to wait. I want to just get in there, fight the boss, and get out. I know I'm not doing a great job of explaining it, and I'm sorry about that. I wish I just have a better way of explaining it. It's just... Oh, let me see, do I have the mana lantern equipped? Yes, I do. There we go.
A lacrima, a tear, a soul. Accept it. It will give us strength.
Okie dokie.
Now you too will hear the memories of the dead.
It's like right now, you're not really getting a good idea of exactly what my issue is, because the starting areas are never going to be too cumbersome for new players. But hold on, let me see what I want to... What do I want to pump stats into right now? Yeah, I think my stamina bar is where I want to put it right now. We're gonna get that up to 20 if I can. But Yeah, it's not until we get to like the later bosses that you really get like a general idea of what my overall problem with this game is. Okay, there's an archer down here. I know there's going to be. Yep, there he is.
I need to see my daughter.
Sorry, Scout. I imagine you probably didn't get to go see your daughter. And now we got a big boy. Oh, is that his stamina? Okay, I was wondering where my attacks were going. Yep, come here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at the bosses in this light, they aren't exactly the most difficult. It's just, it's like I said, you get punished for trying to be aggressive. I also am not a fan of the loot system. Like, this game has a Neo-style loot system, and I'm not really a fan of that because I would prefer to just have a choice of a bunch of different armors and weapons, and then just have upgrade materials to level them up. That's really all I want. Having to grind the same armor set over and over again isn't exactly... Okay, see, this is a better case of my point. All the other ones I was able to just, you know, press square and it was fine, and then that one, for some reason, just had hyper armor through it. But, like, I get attacked once and I just get staggered out of everything. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I'm more of a fan of turtling in these types of games than just... like, trying to learn movesets isn't exactly something that I find fun. I'd rather do what this guy right here is doing. See? Alright, give me 1 second here. Actually, I think this is a sword, so let me... Yes, it is. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Hi, Deborah. How was you? I'm okay. I'm just, was explaining to the people watching that, like I was trying to find the way to describe why I'm not particularly fond of games like Kazan. And, like, I was trying to find a way to like, explain how I don't like the standing around waiting for my turn trope that these games all tend to have. Because that's really my only real issue with it, is like I can watch a boss like do some of the flashiest anime moves I've ever seen, but if I try to do those exact same flashy anime moves, I get punished. And that'd actually probably be the best way to explain it, is it's just, I want to do cool shit too, you know? So what did you have for dinner? Oh, hot dog. I had taquito. Also, if anybody is new to my streams, you are not going to be able to hear my friend, unfortunately, because PlayStation is just a very interesting company when it comes to making choices. And so I can't record her audio at all. I can only record my own, so it just sounds like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not. There is a person there. She is also somebody who streams, and after we're done here, you should definitely go check her out. Add a few inches to your penis, you know? Give her a subscription and all that. Okay, I clicked the lock on button so many times there, I don't know what the hell happened. Y'all, I doing Kazan. Yeah, I told cause Rowan asked why I wasn't doing Elden Ring. And so I told her it was because my friend Novi, she had suggested that I do Kazan or AI Limit because I've already done so many runs of Elden Ring, but it's like, I mean, the reason I've done so many runs of Elden Ring, in case anybody's ever been wondering, it literally is just because I really enjoy the build variety the game gives you. Because I will admit, I was one of the people that when the game first came out, I was complaining that, you know, there were certain builds you just weren't allowed to use. And yeah, I'll still go on record and say there are some builds that you definitely can't get away with using. But the amount of builds that are still viable, I mean, if I can play the game as Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog, then there's at least a decent amount of build variety there. Ow. Also, Deborah, you have to say something every so often because I never know if Discord drops the call or not. Also, hi Novi. So yeah, if y'all want to know why I'm playing Kazan and instead of Elden Ring, you can blame this fine lady right here. It's her fault. She told me to do it.
There are Yetis here. Everyone run.
So, Deborah, Novi is also a friend that I met through Final Fantasy. And Novi, the disembodied voice that you can't hear, is also a friend that I met on Final Fantasy. Well, you should be sorry, because Elden Ring's the only thing I'm freaking good at. See, Novi is one of the weird people, Deborah, who doesn't have an issue with Dawn Trail. I know. She's one of those. Imagine liking Dawn Trail could not be me, Novi. See, it's because she wants to stand out amongst the crowd, Deborah. So if everybody else hates Dawn Trail and she likes it, oh shit! I forgot about this guy. Fuck. I like Dawn Trail past base. Okay, so Novi, can we all at least agree that Wook Lamont sucks? Can you agree with that? Okay, so she agrees that Wook Lamont sucks, so she's good. I changed her to Japanese version. Oh, that's fucked up. I am not exhausted. What the fuck? I had a whole stamina bar. There's no way one of his attacks ate my entire stamina bar. That right there. Okay. So for the people that have been here, that right there is why I hate these fucking games. I had a full stamina bar. I can even go back and rewatch that. I had a full stamina bar, but he hit me once, and now I've got one hit and I'm dead. Like, that is entirely unreasonable. Sorry, I apologize, but Jesus fucking Christ, that was unreasonable. But that should give you guys an idea, though, of what I was explaining earlier. Is it just... There are some fights in this game that just seem so unnecessarily, like, cruel. Because I was fucking parrying everything he was doing, so my stamina bar was not low at all. I think I still have to fight a couple other things too before I even see another fucking blade nexus. So like I'm just dead here. This is a death. Cause that monkey over there is gonna shit on me. Like, I apologize. I mean, I think we can at least agree that that wasn't a whole lot of salt. I mean, yeah, that it was fucking frustrating, but it's like I've said before. I think my main issue is that I want so much more from these fucking games than what we get. I want it to be a fun experience, not a fucking descent into insanity. I mean, look at that, even fighting the monkey. Did you see how much fucking damage the monkey did to me? That's a little fucking monkey. It's a little fella. That's all it is. Oh, thank God there's a blade nexus right here. Okay, I'm gonna put that to 15. Now we're gonna start working on health. But yeah, Deborah and I don't know if Drift is going to join, but if he does, Deborah and Drift have been on the hearing end of me playing this game in some of the later areas I've gotten to. And they can attest that, like, this shit does get very frustrating later. It was to the point where I even told Drift last night, like, I think there's a good chance, and especially depending on how the stream goes and like how many people watch it, like what my view count on it, all that shit. If it's not high enough, I will put this game down and not even fucking think twice about it. Because I just don't have the fun with it that I've had with like AI Limit, for example. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm just not having a whole lot of fun with Kazan. And it's, in defense of Kazan, this game is very well made. It's just, there's so many pieces that come together that make it just not work for me. Oh, that's a bear. So hey, Deborah, Novi, you're women. Would you rather be out in the woods and run into... I'm trying to make him look at the camera, but he doesn't want to. And run into him? Or run into that? Because I'm going to be real. If I had to choose between this young gentleman right here who looks like he's been through some shit, or that, I'm picking Kazan, okay? For those who might not understand the joke, there was a bunch of women who were asked if they would rather run into a man while they were out in the woods or run into a bear, and for some ungodly reason, the majority of them said bear. And I don't know if it's because they've just never seen something like this, because this is pretty accurate to how a wild bear is going to look. Can I? I can't just walk up behind him, right? It's not going to let me do that, right? Oh! I was allowed to just walk up behind him, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think it was stuck in a loop. Uh-oh. Ow. Oof. Okay. Bear killed. That was scary. Mostly because I don't know how much damage that guy... I don't think I ever actually fought that in my first playthrough. Oh, did it actually hit me? Okay. It hit me once and half healthed me. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's a giant fucking bear. I think I'll give the bear a pass for that kind of damage. I would actually be a little disappointed if a giant bear wasn't doing some noticeable damage to me. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. I'll let y'all handle that. I'm gonna go this way. Apologies if you guys just heard that. I think Pichu's dad bumped into something in the kitchen. And now they're yelling at Cookie to get out of there. So I apologize for the loud noises, everyone. Dude, you got like 1 HP. Stop acting like you got more than 1 HP, okay, dude? And now that I've helped you kill him, I'm gonna kill you. There you go. Oh yeah, that's right. We go this way now. Yes, I know what a shortcut is. I can clearly see that it's a shortcut. Identification tag issued to high max scouts. Oh, okay. He kind of reminds me of Siegfried. From Soul Calibur. In fact, Kazan and Blade Phantom are kind of similar to Siegfried and Nightmare. I probably should have leveled up before I came in here. Ow. I thought I blocked. Hey, that's grab. No, it's not a grab. Okay. Okay. I have no stamina, so I gotta stop attacking. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. Heal. I also think the minuscule amount of... Oh, God, that was a grab. I tried to hit the dodge, but fucking missed it. Thank you for the flying body press, sir. I appreciate it. Anyway, the minuscule amount of damage I do is a little disappointing, too. It's because the game's built around you building the stagger bar more so than just doing damage. I don't know if I should even waste one of these, but I guess I will. Oh shit. This one sucks. I don't know the actual timing of that. Oh, of course. Immediately into the grab after that, sure. And that was a hit. Okay. Didn't realize I was playing Monster Hunter. For anybody who might not have seen it, that move that just killed me is an example of the inconsistency this game can have during some of the boss fights. Because when he's moving his arm to the side randomly, like right there, that didn't hit me. But when he moved his arm to the side in the other instance, it killed me. And it's like, I'm fine with like having hitboxes on the arms and shit. That makes sense to me because he's a big fucking Yeti. But if he can like literally punch the ground next to me like that right there and it doesn't do any damage, then I'm not gonna think that a random like movement of him moving backwards is gonna hit me. But now that I know that it's a hitbox, I'm not gonna fucking let it hit me again. Okay, so he's gonna do a jump. Block it. And he's probably gonna go for a grab. Nope. He went for the rock. There's the grab. Okay. He does have a second grab. That's why I'm kind of like hesitant in attacking him sometimes. Because I don't know the windup for that second grab. Okay, so hit him. And now we played the distance game. We're going to put the ice up. Yeah, see? You can't even parry it, so I don't know what you're supposed to do about that fucking ice block. Because you can't dodge it, and you can't really parry it either. That hit me. I was behind him, and that hit me. See, even during a knockdown, I feel like I'm just doing no damage to him. Come on. What are you gonna do, big guy? Oh, okay, that was actually cool. I've never seen that happen before. I think I parried him so many times that it just created a fucking power clash. There we go. Then we edge walk away like a normal anime protagonist. Yeah, I've never seen the power clash, so that's actually kind of neat if that's a common thing, but because it would incentivize nailing as many parries as you can, but you know, Kazan, same. I feel exactly the same right now, dude.
What have we here?
Who the fuck was that? Alright, so we are going to do normal just because I'm curious about something in regards to how some of these bosses handle. Because my first playthrough, I was playing through on easy, but the bosses were still hyper aggressive, all of their attacks still did stupid status effects, and they were still chunking my health bar. So it was gonna happen anyway, I may as well fucking get the trophies.
I was helpless. I was lucky it was the Bantu who found me.
But something I didn't get a chance to say at the start of the stream is that I reserve the right at any point to just say that I'm done. I have nothing to prove here. I don't really care to prove anything to anybody. The second I stop having fun with this game is the second I put this down. And so...
You have a ghost possessing you. Apologies, but to conquer it, you must undergo the trials of the Snow Mountain. You must be careful. The ghost possessing you is a powerful one. It will be very dangerous.
Oh, so it was those guys over there that got him.
Your body. We must have it.
Gotta give the man credit for being able to resist a apparently super powerful spirit. I know I wouldn't be able to. Deborah, you do your stream of Okami at 10:30, right? Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we'll do 3 pieces of Hound to get the... Wait, do we not have 3 pieces of Hound? Oh no, we have Gladiator, okay. Well, I guess I'll do the damage increase then, that's fine. Weapons are fine, inventory, let's get rid of all these fucking yellow dots. There we go.
You want
Hi,
to
old
rid
lady.
yourself of the ghost. Then this is the only way. You must prove yourself in the trials of the 3 Bantu gods in order to receive their blessings. After that, you must find a way through the storm at the mountain's apex. Take my advice. Let fate be your guide.
What if I don't like Fate? What if I'm not a fan of that anime?
This is the same trial Bantu warriors will choose.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna...
With the
Basically, we have to go try out the 3 weapons the game gives you, and then we go fight a boss. There you go. I just simplified everything that old lady just said.
Trying to get rid of us. Why would you want that? You think this will work? Go ahead, try it.
Alright, weird laughy man. I don't know why you have to laugh after literally everything you say, but alright. We're gonna keep going with the health, and once health is 15, then I'll figure out what stats I want to start putting levels into. The reason I haven't really prioritized any of the attacking stats is because I don't have access to all 3 weapons yet, and so there's not really a point in like spending any of that right now. Parry the enemy's attack, dealing significant stamina damage and briefly disabling defensive actions. Sure. Gain 1 spirit charge when interacting with Lacrima. Okay, that'll be the next thing I grab then. Doodly-doo. Not the puppies. Sorry. I have no choice, the game makes me do it. Please, stamina. Alright, what are you doing? Come on. There you go, get out of my way. Yes, I know how to use the javelin, thank you. Sorry, puppy. Sorry, puppy. I have to say sorry every time because I don't like killing the puppies. Bye, monkey. Alright, what is the timing on this fucking parry? Come on. Nope. Nope. So did I learn a useless ability? Is that what happened here? Come on. Yeah, I don't think it works at all. I think it might be broken. Unless the timing is like stupid precise, which even then doesn't make sense because I did it early, I did it late, and then I did it right as the attack was hitting. So what exactly is the fucking parry timing? Yep, so I just wasted a skill on a useless ability that doesn't do anything, so let me go ahead and just get rid of that, actually. Like, why am I gonna fucking waste skill points? And I'm sure there's a plethora of, you know, people online that'll sit there and... Oh no, you have to do it on only weapons. You can't do it on just doggies or monkeys. And it's like, yeah, maybe, but you know who else could say that? The people in the game that give me the ability and says it parries everything. I hit him in the face. See, that's a much more effective parry, and that's just a fucking block button. Which I guess would then raise the question of what the fuck would be the point of the parry then if the block already does the parry. You know what that sounds like to me, Deborah? Sounds like skill tree bloat. They couldn't think of enough things to put on the skill tree, and so they just put a couple useless abilities on there to fill up the skill tree. It's Diablo all over again. Because ain't nobody who played Diablo gonna sit here and tell me that there ain't like at least 17 abilities on that skill tree that don't do shit. Alright, is that everything in this area? That's death, so I can't go that way. Oh god, that's a pig. There we go. God damn it, go to gear. Thank you. There. I think I'm gonna try to find a blade nexus because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm so fucking bored right now. I apologize for anybody who's watching and has been enjoying it. I am so fucking bored right now. Like there are some neat areas that exist in this game, but it's like right now I'm just staring at bright white literally everywhere I look, to the point where I would even say it's kind of hurting my eyes a little bit. But it's like it's kind of hard to explain, but like, okay, so compared to something like AI Limit, there's more shit in like running from there to here. I've run into nothing. I'm not saying we should have enemies every 5 fucking seconds, but like there's got to be something happening, you know? Can't just have big empty space. And now we pick up the Guts Greatsword. Because you can't have a game with a character called a Berserker and not have the Greatsword. Are we aura farming right now? Yeah, we're aura farming. Alright, Kazan. Look at Mr. Giant Balls over here.
You remember us, General?
I'm sorry, how many hits does it take to kill these fucking spindly little sickly old people? 1, 2, 3. It takes me 3 hits to kill one malnourished little guy. And it uses up so much fucking stamina, Jesus. I know what weapon I'm not using. In fact, hold on a second, let me see something here. Do I have to use the greatsword? Let me get some distance. We did some distance. No, I don't have to use the greatsword, okay. Yeah, see, it takes 4 hits to drop them with these, but these are also way faster and cost less stamina to use. Like, I'm sure great swords are, you know, cool and all, but it ain't it for me, Chief. Sir, are you doing all right, sir? Man was attacking his own demons over there. Because he definitely wasn't attacking me.
So you survived that one. Not that it will make much difference.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that just love that greatsword, but like, nah, that shit was lame. Do you want to eat your entire stamina bar and only swing 3 times? That sounds fun. Sign me the fuck up for that, baby. Look, I'm only being hard on this game because it sucks. Alright, well, I guess for the people who are watching, do you want to see me keep going? Or because, like, I got 2 more of these little weapon trials to do and then a boss fight before this stage is over. And so, like, it's more up to the viewers, because, like, y'all are the ones watching it, I'm the one who's playing it, so. I'm not seeing a whole lot of feedback, so I guess, I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do, though. I'm gonna show everybody who's watching. It's okay, Novi. I was just asking if, like, you wanted to see me even continue playing, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I am just so bored with this game right now. But I want to at least show people, like I really did try to give this game a chance, and I want to show people what exactly turned me off of this game. Because I know a lot of people are going to be upset that I'm just, you know, cutting my losses and turning the game off here, but... Oh, interesting. I mean, I saw Maximilian play the game, and it seemed fun. I know who Maximilian dude is, Novi. I think most people do. See, that's the thing. I don't think that the game is necessarily not fun, Novi. It's just... There's so many factors to this game that make me personally not enjoy it. And I want to show exactly what sealed the deal for me. Like, what put it in stone that I just don't feel like I want to keep fucking playing this. So, Novi, you are familiar with Devil May Cry, yes? I didn't see if she answered it, because I can't even look at my fucking YouTube chat, because PlayStation sucks. Okay. Okay. So, the bar's ready now. So, Deborah, you know what Devil May Cry is, right? And you know how Devil May Cry has a devil trigger system, right? So... Behold Devil Trigger. I gotta wait for him to get out of the sun. Now watch this. Watch what's wrong with this game's Devil Trigger. I'm pressing the attack button. I want to point that out. I'm pressing the attack button right now. And I literally can't... Exactly! That is exactly my point. What is the point of a Devil Trigger if I still can't attack without getting staggered? Because, yeah, you can still die in Devil Trigger in Devil May Cry. I want to make that clear. You are very much still at risk when you enter Devil Trigger. But you are uninterruptible. No, and that's my point. I fought a boss who was so ridiculously difficult. In fact, I wonder if the game will let me just, like, load him up as a boss. Hold on. No, it won't let me go into training with him as a boss. I think I have to actually go through his level again. But he starts with dual greatswords, and then in phase 2, he literally turns into fucking Virgil. And after you beat him, which that fight was a fucking nightmare... So I finally beat him, and I was gonna quit right then and there. I was like, okay, fuck this. This was too hard, and I'm on easy. So, like, this is not gonna be enjoyable for me. But then I saw that I got the Devil Trigger there unlocked. And I was like, oh shit, this game has a Devil Trigger. Alright. And then I go into the next area, I go to fight the next boss, and sure enough, I use the Devil Trigger, and I'm stun locked out of it to the point where I couldn't even use the Devil Trigger. And it's like, that's when it clicked for me. The Devil Trigger still needs you to have immense skill to use it. Which then defeats the point of a super form, in my opinion. A super form should exist to give you that leg up when a boss is kicking the shit out of you. You, bam, hit the button, and now you've got like a limited amount of time to do as much damage as you can before the form ends. But not here. I mean, even Stellar Blade's Devil Trigger mode, you can't be staggered out of the Devil Trigger mode in Stellar Blade. So it's like even they understood the homework. And so for me, that just... I mean, Strangers of Paradise, Deborah. Strangers of Paradise has a chaos form that you can turn into. And in that chaos form, you are essentially invincible if you are running the right abilities. If Strangers of Paradise does its super form better than you did, then no offense, but you failed. I like what they did here. I like how the game looks. I do personally think the game was put together well. But if even in easy mode, your devil trigger can still get stun locked out of, then you have failed that particular mechanic. And maybe in the future they'll put in a patch, they'll realize that that's stupid, and they'll put in a patch where you don't get interrupted, but maybe it shortens how long you're in that form when you get hit. And I'd even take that. I would take that, because if I can get 3 hits in Devil Trigger, that's still better than no hits at all. But until then, I can't. I can't do this game. But for anybody watching who might be interested in First Berserker Kazan, do not let my own experience with it deter you if you had interest in it already. If you like Neo and you don't care about a devil trigger that can get staggered out of, this is a very well put together game. I just don't like it. And the other thing that really sealed the coffin for me was that yesterday when I opened the game up, there was a patch note. They put patch notes every time they update the game. There was a patch note yesterday that not only told me the name of the final boss, but told me that that was the final boss of the true ending of the game. I'm not going to say the name of it just in case anybody here might have an interest in playing Kazan, but the name that they put is very, very important to the story, therefore one of the biggest spoilers I think I've ever received for a game in my entire life. So, that, the Devil Trigger, and just the lack of fun I've been having, I think Kazan is a pass for me. To the developers of Kazan, you're not going to see this because this only has 3 fucking people watching it, but I'm going to say it anyway. You made a solid attempt at your first Neo-like. But please, for the love of God, address some of these problems. I will come back and finish this game if you can give me a hyper armor Devil Trigger, a more cohesive attack pattern that allows me to feel like I'm actually dancing with the bosses, and maybe just a better upgrade material, an upgrade system rather, so I don't have to go through a fucking RNG loot grab fest, because I didn't like it in Neo and I don't like it here. Just give me 3 weapons to choose from and 18 sets of armor and let me upgrade them with materials. That's all I want. That's all you need to do. But I'm not going to make this drag on any longer. Deborah's got a stream she's got to go do anyway. I might do a run of Elden Ring tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. I might wait until tomorrow after work to start that one. But I thank you guys for watching. And again, I'm sorry that this... I definitely had a negative energy going into this, and I still have a negative energy now, and I apologize for that. I try to stay positive when I play these types of games, but it's just really hard. But thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for watching. And if anybody was on the fence of Kazan, I hope that at least seeing the gameplay and how the boss fights went helped you with your decision. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful night. And like I said, if I come back online, it's because I'm going to do either a run of Elden Ring or I'm going to continue the Rusty pipe run of AI Limit. But otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you all for coming and have yourselves a wonderful day, okay?